Hello, everybody. This will be a very beginner strategy. I know it can be very intimidating and kind of confusing and complex when you're first getting started on Market Cipher. This will be a very basic strategy that I used as a beginner to profit and use Market Cipher B. Anyways, if you guys enjoy any of this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me make more videos like this. And so what we're going to be looking for on the 1 hour time frame is the momentum and seeing when it is kind of down in the negative side in this case. What we are really looking for is a bullish divergence. It's where price is making lower lows in a momentum or oscillator. Market Cipher B in this case is making higher lows. And so right here, I can see that momentum is very negative. It's negative 60 line, whatever. And so the next thing I look for is where momentum is still below the zero line, but it is coming up. And so what I see right here is momentum coming up. Next thing I do is I look at price. What is price doing in relation to the Market Cipher B? And so right here, you can see that price was making lower lows. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't overthink it. You just see that fair enough, price was making lower lows here. So I'm just going to delete that for now. Next thing I like to do is draw a vertical line on the beginning of the divergence, or where price was making a very low with price or with the oscillator. Next thing is that I draw a vertical line on the price where the oscillator was making a higher low. And so with this, I go to my drop down, show indicator legend. I hover over where the divergence was beginning, and I read the money flow value. In this case, it's the purple. So it was reading a value of negative 7.49. And then I go to my price B. In here, you can see that the money flow is reading a positive value of 3.41. Therefore, money flow was increasing. Money flow is coming into the asset. And so that's my second confirmation. The next thing I look for is pretty easy. I'm going to kind of zoom in on Market Cipher. And what we want to look for is RSIs similarly close together. And so in this case, they are relatively close. What you don't want to see is a large difference like this. You don't want to see that. You want to see it relatively close, or it like kind of sticking together and coming as one. But don't overthink it. And so what you want to do is that you'll enter as soon as this divergence confirms, as soon as we get a green dot printing. And so you guys would have entered a long position on the opening of the next candle. So this candle right here. And here you can do basic TA, but what you can do is aim for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, where your target is, say, 2%, and your stop loss would be 2%. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but you guys get the point. And so that is basic stop loss and take profit level. Next, we're going to look for shorts. And the next short example, this is going to be a bearish divergence. And so we're going to have price making higher highs as our oscillator or Market Cipher B is making lower lows. And so what we first want to look for is our oscillator. What is our oscillator doing? And so I'm going to make a trend line right here. You can see that price or our oscillator is making lower lows right here. And then next thing we do is look at price. And here you can see price is making higher highs. Again, don't overthink it. just really what I'm doing is connecting the dots. In this case, for a short, I'm connecting the red dots. And so the next thing I look for, well, first, let's draw vertical lines over each of these points that we are identifying the divergence with. And so we did that. Next, we're going to go down to our drop down and look at the beginning of the divergence, the money flow. And so you can see the money flow has a value of 15.03. We're going to go to the end of the divergence, and we can see that money flow has a value of 9.6. Therefore, money is coming down. So it's leaving the asset. And so we would then look at what the RSIs are doing. Here you can see the RSIs are clumped together. So that is a good sign. Next thing is that we are going to enter a short position on the next close of the candle as soon as we see this red dot confirmed. And we're going to put our stop loss at 2%. Next, we're going to set our take profit at 2%, like so. And here we would add another winning trade using market Cipher B. And to just go over what we learned in this video, the first thing I want to look for is a higher low for a long opportunity or a lower low for a short opportunity on market Cipher B. Next thing is I want to compare price action to market Cipher B. And so again, for a long, we want to see price making lower lows. I'll write down long opportunity. And then I'm gonna add 2.1, compare price action to market Cipher B, making higher lows for a short opportunity. And so those are kind of the two things to get started. Next, draw a vertical line between the start and end point on market Cipher B, just like how I did the vertical lines. Then you want to compare the money flow. So for a short opportunity, you can see money flow decreasing between the 2 points. And for a long opportunity, you want to compare the money flow. I can't type right now. Compare the money flow for a long opportunity. Let's see money flow increasing between the 2 points. Next, this isn't really as important, but you want to see RSIs relatively close or combined, and then you want to set a stop loss at 2% and set your take profit at 2%, and there you go. It's a very basic strategy, and again, good luck. And so that's the very basic strategy, what I've used to gain profit when I first got market Cipher B. Again, I would suggest saving this divergence cheat sheet and just look at bullet bearish and bullish regular divergences. Don't ignore all this other stuff, but really just focus in on and learn and memorize what this pattern is doing. My next thing is that have patience. You are not going to be in a trade every single time, and wait for your confirmations and double check to see if you have all your confirmations with divergences with market Cipher B and price action. Again, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Plus, I'll leave a link to a free Discord in the description where I post all my trades and other crypto related ideas. Thanks. Bye.